Hello.
Hello, hi, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, I'm fine, thank you. You are David, not Cole.
Sorry.
I said,
Well,
are you David or are you Cole?
oh, I'm David.
You're
Yeah.
David. Okay, great.
Wait,
Nice to meet
call?
you, David. Cole, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, how did you get that information? Well, is that written there or?
Ooh, I have special mental powers. No,
Yes,
it's
special.
written it's written in your profile. It
Whoa,
says Cole is 12 years old and David is 14 years old.
whoa, that's written. Well, I didn't know that. Maybe my dad,
Mm,
you know, changed the setting recently. We'll call it.
okay.
Car is my little brother. Yeah, we're using the same account because I have so many minutes here. So yeah, I'm sharing with him. But
Oh,
yeah, well,
that's
I didn't
cool.
know that. Yeah, I'm David, which is I am his older brother. Yeah,
Okay, great. I was just checking. No, I was joking when I said I have special mental powers.
yeah,
I do
yeah,
not.
yeah. You're funny. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
So, David, what are you doing on Cambly that you have so many minutes?
So usually with those minutes, I have conversation. Yeah, that's what I usually do, and
Mm-hmm.
like maybe sometimes I do lessons, but mostly I have conversation. So
Okay,
yeah, maybe today I would like to have a conversation because
cool.
yeah, I like
First time
conversation.
we've
It's
met.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why we're on Cambly. You can have lessons anywhere.
that's right. Yeah, and also I can choose what I want to do here, right? Because
Exactly, because you're in
yes,
control.
yeah, yeah. I yeah, I can choose and maybe yeah, you can lead the class, right? Like tutor can
Mhm.
do it. So yeah, well, anyway, yeah, like personally, I think speaking is one of the best way to learn English. So yeah, that's why
Okay.
I prefer conversation. So and also,
Okay.
it's like our first time, right? And usually, first time is good to get to know each other well, and then maybe later we can do something else. So
Okay.
yeah, the
Cool.
conversation would
So
be good.
you sound like you have a little bit of an American accent. Do you speak to many American tutors?
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, I speak to a lot of American tutor, and I also yeah, so I listen to English podcasts, and they're all Americans. So
Okay.
yeah, my dad also speaks American English. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm how do I say? I sound like American.
Absolutely. Like you've got a strong American accent, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can really. Oh, is that? Yeah, I didn't know that. Uh, you know, I have a strong American accent. I just know that my accent is sounds like American, but yeah, I didn't know that.
Hmm, it is. Okay, so I mean, obviously, you speak to a lot of American tutors. Do you often choose tutors from different parts of the world just to get a change of accent?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I also do that because yeah, yeah. I speak to tutor from South Africa, like it's a country where you are from, and I
Hmm.
also speak to British people and Ireland people, Scotland people.
Irish, Irish
Yeah, oh,
people,
Irish, yeah,
Scottish.
Irish people and Scottish, and
Hmm.
yeah, I like speaking people from everywhere. So
That's pretty cool. That's what's awesome about Cambly is that you literally, it's nice for tutors and for students. We get to connect with people from all over the world. It's pretty cool.
that's right. Yeah, like Cambly is like everyone in the world using Cambly, right? Like it's
Exactly.
yeah, it's just like worldwide. So yeah, I can choose a tutor, and there's so many tutors that I can choose. So yeah, I agree. It is really great. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like maybe if I
So
want to, yeah,
I
no,
just
that's
wanted to get to know you a little bit. So, why the focus on learning English? What is the reason?
so well, yeah, I can say like obviously there will be like 100 reasons, but like my main reason for learning English is yeah, I like traveling and
Okay.
and English, like if I go to other country and I met people from the country, I don't know their language and they don't know my language, then we have to communicate through using English, right? So yeah,
Okay.
and and I know that happens a lot when I'm traveling. So yeah, I'm learning English for that, and also I like I used to my how do I say? Yeah, I want to become an investor and businessman. I mean, not right now. It was like a year ago, but yeah, at that time, yeah, I wanted to
Okay.
be a businessman, investor. And if you, and in that case, English is also very helpful. Like let's say
Absolutely.
if you're reading a like business report, or like, or maybe you're sending an email to like other guy, then you have to use English, right? And also
Absolutely.
like English is good at finding information. Like a lot of how to say, yeah, there's a ton of data in English. There are
Mm-hmm.
more information, there are more English information than Korean, because like for less than like Korean, only Korean people and some other people who are learning Korean are using the language. But
That's right.
English, everyone, like, yeah, everyone in the world, use English,
It's a
right? So
it's a global language.
yeah, it's global language, yeah, also known as like international language, right? So
Exactly.
yeah, like that, the three, yeah, how do I say? That would be my main reason why I'm learning English, because
Okay.
it's going to be useful, and I like traveling. So, and
Have you
also,
ever been confused for an American when traveling?
sorry, what was your question again?
Have you ever been confused for an American while traveling?
No, 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 I first, yeah, well,
Not
yeah,
yet.
no,
Wait, it's coming.
yeah, well, well, actually, yeah, well, that would have been, that would have been great. Like, I would be really proud. Whoa, they got me as a good American. But I only traveled one time, and that was about like 6 years ago. And back then I could speak any English. So
Oh dear.
yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, that haven't happened.
Not
They
yet.
haven't happened yet. But yeah, maybe, yeah, that could happen. And
Okay. So you mentioned that last year you were interested in becoming an investor and a businessman. This has
yeah,
obviously changed. What is your focus changed to now?
my so right now, uh, I love math, and I want to be a math teacher. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what a lot of people do, right? A lot of people
Right.
hate math. I mean, that was me like that was me 1 year ago. Yeah, I
Okay.
hated math. Like, you know, like, so yeah. How do I say? I didn't want to learn any math. Like, I was like, uh, why would I have to learn this? Like, where can I use it in my real life, right? Yeah, but
Exactly. We have calculators on our phones nowadays.
that's right. Yes. Yeah. Like, we have calculator, but why do we have to do that? Calculators are better than human, right? Yeah. I always think in that
Exactly.
way. But now, yeah, my mind has changed, and I'm really enjoy. Yeah, I really enjoy, solving, especially like challenging math problems, because
Okay.
yeah, I feel like I'm getting smarter as I keep, solving the problem.
So you
So yeah.
actually, it's not necessarily maybe the maths that you enjoy, but the problem solving aspect of it.
Yeah, yeah, like problem solving. Yeah, but not just problem solving. I just like the subject math because it's so logical, and I like logical things. Yeah,
You
like
see, I'm a
in
woman. We're not logical. Women are emotional creatures, not logical creatures.
yeah, well,
You'll learn this as you grow older.
yeah, I already know. Like, my mom, she also hates math. Like, yeah, I don't like
Mm,
logical things. So, she says so complicated, so difficult. Yeah, there are so many formula that I have to memorize, but I was like,
yeah,
no, no, you don't have to memorize the formula. It's, you just have to understand it, then you will never forget. I always say that, but my
yeah.
mom, yeah, which is woman, yeah, woman doesn't understand. Yeah, I mean,
So my,
not
my
all women
daughter is
do that.
really good at math,
Yeah.
actually. She loves math.
Sorry, what?
So my daughter. So my
Oh,
husband is
good.
very mathematically minded, and my daughter as well. She takes after her dad, but yeah, not me. Definitely
Uh,
not.
I
Mm-mm.
see. Well, yeah,
So
good to hear
back
that.
in the day when I was in school, Many, 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 many years ago, my math teacher used to shout at me all the time. And she used to say, "You need to learn these things because you won't be walking around with a calculator in your pocket when you're an adult." So I would just like to say to my math teacher, whatever.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, like back then, we didn't have anything like calculate. Yeah, like cell phone, right? Right now we always go. How do I say it? We always we go everywhere with our cell phone, right? And
Right.
we can always use it. Like unless we have data. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was something wrong. Yeah.
If you
So yeah,
have
but
no
I mean,
data, then the whole world comes to an end. No
that's
connection and no data. What do we
that's
do?
right. Yeah, but that doesn't happen, right? So yeah, that's why. But yeah, like I mean, that was my point of view, and and now yeah, I changed my mind about it. Now I think like,
Good.
let's not think about using a mat in real life. Then I can find the motivation there.
Right.
So right now I'm gonna think, oh yeah, mat is really good for my yeah. Well, I don't know how to say this in English. Well, I'll type for you here. So can you translate?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, thank you. Uh, yeah. Well, I guess this is a word. Can you translate?
Uh, Brain development.
Oh,
Brain development.
yeah. So yeah, now my point of view about math is yeah. Well, if I do a lot of math, and yeah, math is so good for brain development because
Mm.
you think a lot, right? And and then if you keep thinking and thinking, you will suddenly how do I say your brilliant idea will pop up on your head, and then you'll be like,
Absolutely.
whoa. And actually, I've had this experience like several times,
So
and that's
that's
so.
called an epiphany. When that idea just pops into your head like that, we call that an epiphany.
Oh, an epiphany. Okay, yeah. Well, I think I can
Mhm.
make a sentence using the word,
I'm sure you can.
yeah. Well, I mean, yes. So yeah, since I solve a lot of difficult math problems. Yeah, I since solve a lot of math problems. I often I often I often deal with some very difficult math problems, and I can solve it, right? I try to think, but there's no solution. Like how can I find a solution there? And then I tried one more time. Then the well, like, how can I pronounce it? Well,
Okay, so you go epiphany.
epiphany, and then
Mhm.
epiphany happened. Like yeah, now oh my god, that's it. And then yeah, I use the new solution that I just had, and then it works. And then you feel so satisfied. Yeah, like oh, this is
Yes.
math. Yeah, that's why I
A
love
great
it.
sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Awesome.
it's yeah.
That's good.
Before it's
It's really good that you've managed to change your mindset. And the fact that you did it on your own is actually very impressive because a lot of teenagers are very stubborn and they're like, no, I don't like it. I won't do it. And that's it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's really impressive. Well done. Very
yeah.
mature of
Well,
you.
thank you. Yeah, I guess yeah.
You're
I mean,
welcome.
well, one yeah. I guess yeah. I also have I didn't change, just by myself. Like 100%. One day I
Mm-hmm.
was watching a YouTube video, and there was yeah. Well, I guess yeah. I mean, it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I don't remember exactly, but I guess yeah. I saw one video, and that video motivates me a lot. Like, oh my God, now I'm going to learn math. So, it was not a boring subject. It was a fun subject. Like if I study that way. So, yeah,
And I
I mean,
think that makes the hugest difference. It's how you get taught or how you study a subject that makes it boring or exciting or interesting or not.
that's right. Yeah, like if you look math as like a memorizing subject, like a really difficult subject, then yeah, you will eventually you really hate math. Like
Mm.
But now, yeah, I don't look in that way. Yeah,